Okay, so this is just going to be a little quick video just introducing what a function is and what functional notation is. So to start off with, here we have an equation where we've got y equals 4x plus 3. Now, while we can call that equation, we can also call this a function. And the reason why it's a function is because I can have a independent variable that, depending on what it is, it will affect a dependent variable. Now, the problem with the whole y equals is that it's not very easy to sort of manipulate, especially later on when we look at how we can manipulate and change graphs by making them bigger, thinner, stretch them out, and so forth. And also in terms of just writing using that y equals 4x plus 3, it's always slightly longer. So for instance, if I wanted to say, well, in this case, x equals 5, I have to make that point that I've got x equals 5 and then do my substitution to find out what y is. And just as a whole, it's a bit messier, it's a bit clunkier. And as I go on to figure out further values, it never really looks that neat in order for me to use. So this is where our functional notation comes in. It makes things a little bit neater and it can be easily manipulated and changed for any other use we want. And so we can rewrite the exact same thing above. So we can rewrite that y equals like this instead, f of x. So f of x equals 4x plus 3. So using the same values as before with the x equals 5 and x equals 6, I could do f of 5 equals, and all I'm going to do is where I've got that x, I just substitute that 5. And it just makes things a little bit neater and a little bit clearer to see. And so I can do a lot of substitutions into that f of x, and it just looks a little bit nicer to use. So don't get thrown off by the f of x. It's still the exact same kind of idea. It's still our y equals, but now it's just that little bit better and a little bit more fluid and easier to use for whatever purpose we need to. And then in the next couple of videos, I'll be showing how we would use these functional notation, similar to what I've just done down here.